This hotel Wi-Fi. I can see my mouth talking slow. Can you hear me, historians? What's up for another great episode? Historically Haunted VODCAST. We're in season 3, sponsored only, and of course, by trucker Donnie Green. Donnie Green, Bauer Green Logistics Trucking Company, him and his wife. Donnie Green is an actor. He was the truck driver in the movie Pet Sematary, the one that killed the little boy Gage in the original Pet Sematary. He was on my show. He was a guest, and now he's my sponsor. So shout out to Donnie Green and John Green Logistics Company, a trucking company that Donnie helps out too. With I have a sponsor of the week this week, don't I? I do. Shoot. We'll get to that in a second. I'm a little off key, and for those of you who follow me on Facebook, you probably know why I'm off key, as well as my guest, which is really neat. I'm in Mohegan, Connecticut. That's right. That's actually it's an Indian preservation. Mohegan Sun Casino is right down the road, right here. And this weekend, if those you don't know, is the Phantasmicon that Ed and Lorraine Warren puts on, for their family that puts on. Judy Spera, I've met Judy a couple of times. Tony Spera, who's been on my show. Of course, Chris McKenna won't be there, but he's the son of Judy Spera. So it's a big thing put on. I actually spent half the day. Tony invited me personally to be his guest, so I went. And I wanted to see an inside look to help. So I helped set up Annabelle today. I helped do the Satanic Idol from Sandy Hook. I got to do a lot of cool stuff. I got to help the magician load up on stage. It's going to be packed. Danny and Lauren Perez of the Radicals showed up. Clifton Paranormal showed up. A lot of my my clients for Historically Haunted Booking LLC are showing up there too. Brooke and Zach Preitzel from the Wildwood Sanatorium are going to be there. John Curry's going to be there. He's another one of my clients for New Era Paranormal Podcast. He's going to be there tomorrow too, as well as my guest. She's now, and this is no shit. And I'll even let her, you can see, she is live herself right here at Mohegan Sun. She's literally in the fucking throwing craps. And what's up, Irene? How are you? Forsaken Souls is her team. Jaclyn and Johnny are coming, but Irene, live from Mohegan Sun. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Happy to be here.
Did you find a charger? You find a plug-in?
We've got power.
You got power. You got a. Well, right as I was getting ready to go live, I heard the girl go, "There's an outlet over there," and I saw you get up. I go, "Ooh, good luck." Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, it was great. It was the last second thing.
Oh, that's awesome. Betsy Brown's checking in along support of the show. Long-time support says, "Hi, Irene."
Hi.
Dylan Wagner, I met your awesome wife and your teammates for Clifton Paranormal from Chicago today. I know you're at home with your son, Dylan, and you're watching, but his whole family's there. You're going to see them. They get table set up. And there's my sponsor, Donnie Green, the baby killer from Pet Sematary. Nice hat, Adam. Thanks, Donnie. We got Irene here from Forsaken Souls. We got her teammates coming on soon. I'm going to start off with right quick. I'm going to start off like I usually do. What got you into this, Irene? Because no one's born a ghost hunter. No one's born a scientific person. No one's born, into horror. What grafted you into go into this sort of shit?
I mean, I've experienced it my entire life, so it was inevitable no matter what I did. If I'm a scientist in my background, so I went the more concrete analytical route for a long time, and you can't ignore it. You can't ignore that something else exists. Plus, having the abilities on top of everything else, it was impossible to just say, oh, yeah, I have these experiences, but it could be explained away. I'm going to try and explain it away. Eventually, you just can't do that anymore. And so I started out studying with Cindy Kaza in a lot of her classes. And she's great. Great mentor and everything.
The Holzer Files, guys. The Holzer Files.
Yes, the Holzer Files.
Yeah.
And the Dead Files. And the Dead Files now.
Yes, I don't forget about that's her full-time job. That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's the Dead Files, right? Yeah, that's the show.
With, Irene, you got a fan. Shirley.
Hi. I should.
So go ahead. So you took the class. Yes, I've heard people that have. I believe my girlfriend had.
Yeah.
I think it was an online class during COVID, but so Cindy's your mentor then, I guess, in a way? Or,
yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. It her guidance, her help, and other mediums along the way, too, have helped me. And I'm here today, and I started paranormal investigation. Yes. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm so excited to be here.
I can't wait to meet you in person tomorrow. Yeah, or tonight even. Yeah.
Me too.
Sorry,
Tonight, at the party.
I keep cutting you off
So-
because I feel your energy and your aura. Because you're
No,
that
it's
of
fine.
the team, though. You're the scientist of the team. I've noticed they all got their, Jaclyn's. We'll let them explain their stuff later. But I noticed you are like the mad scientist. You're like kind of like, yeah. I mean, that's your role. So
I'm a
fair.
debunker and a believer at the same time, right? The skeptic and the believer. I fight myself every. Yep, definitely. But we want to make sure everything is as as straightforward and as carefully done as possible, because we're trying to help people. So if we don't keep that kind of more strict methodology, then we're we're not going to be doing anybody any justice, and especially the people that are going to be watching. So it's necessary. So and I do like being on time. So
yeah, well, no, dude, you're good, and I can understand problem. I mean, you're in a fucking casino, for Christ's sake. But I like where you come from, because, like you say, you're scientific, you're a debunker, but at the same time, you're not closed-minded. You're still like, well, there is room for mystery in this world, right?
Oh my goodness, how can we not? When you get to a certain point of study, especially in the scientific world, physics is an entire science that talks about all of this. How can we just ignore it? It's impossible.
Quit talking so rational. But it's true. I think that's what's missing in this field. There's a lot of scientific background of things. I think people just want to go, ooh, an orb, ooh. Like, what the fuck? I want more than that. I'm not that simple. I need something concrete.
I wanted to repeat. Like, at least, have something happen a few times before I say, okay, for sure, this is something, or catch it on film and have no other possible explanation. That would be amazing. That is amazing. When it happens, which it does, it's amazing. Especially
I'm going to ask you something. Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely. I actually got a scientific question for you, and maybe you can help me before your teammates come on. Well, I just want to see what you think, because I'm kind of blown away, and someone gave me the answer, and I thought maybe that's possible.
Remember, I'm a molecular biologist, not a physicist.
Oh, but still, you're gonna have a.
I'll try.
I just want to hear your opinion. Put it that way.
Okay.
As you know or don't know, I'm a historian of sorts. Of course, I'm a ghost hunter, but that's so cliche. Fucking everybody and their brother is on the weekends. All I need is a fucking cross tattoo and a skull T-shirt. I'm a paranormal guy. So I try to go the extra distance by doing the history, because I love that shit anyway. There's the only class in school I think I passed. So I look up things when I go places. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm from Maine. And real quick, this podcast is dedicated to my folks in Maine. My father lives in Lewiston. I'm from Lewiston. A friend of mine's cousin is the female that passed away in the shooting, the only one. Jason Johnson, shout out to you and Trisha. So this show, I don't want to cry. I'm really sensitive. But Lewiston's where I grew up, man. That's where I was born. And to hear this madman hasn't been caught and he's taking out kids and shit. This show's dedicated to Maine. It doesn't matter. It's not dedicated to him. It's dedicated to Maine. Real quick. Anyway, I digress. So when I do get a chance to leave my humble abode, I look for what's different. I don't want to go to, you know what I mean? I did go to Mystic Pizza because that's cool. It's Mystic Pizza, the movie. But in Stonington, Maine, and real quick, if you don't mind, it's a church. Our Lady of Assumption. It's off an island in Stonington. That's the church. Inside the church, they have the severed, cut-off arm with hand attached to it of a 13th century bishop that's also a saint. Now, this arm, and I got a picture of it on my Facebook, looks like leather. It's in a glass case. How the heck does this thing not deteriorate after X amount, 300 years, right?
Yeah.
Someone said mummification. Is that really possible?
Okay, it depends on how it's being maintained, right? If it's in an oxygen-free environment, right, or out in the desert sands somewhere buried deep, it's possible for something to be preserved that way. I've had a lot of experience myself seeing relics in holy places. So a lot of the things that I've experienced is, they're just behind glass, and they'll open the glass and it's exposed. I've actually seen a full body relic of a saint in Greece, an island called Zakynthos. And so he has a story where he wears these fuzzy slippers, like these slippers. They put a new pair on him every year. That's the story. And by the end of the year, he's known to walk miraculously around the island. And by the end of the year, the slippers are worn. But his body, it looks like it could be mummified, but it's not mummified. It's just behind a glass case that they open and close for people to see. So it's unexplainable, because you would expect the body over time to deteriorate. It's not getting oxygen. It's not getting, it's fuel for cells to survive. I mean, we decompose.
So
that's what we do.
That's what
there
it
could
is.
be,
No
yeah,
oxygen.
there could be an explanation that I don't know. Like, maybe I haven't seen anything of that, but I've seen so many. It's hard to say that it's not. It's same thing. The body is just in the same condition. Yeah.
It's like a charcoal, like the skin's almost frostbit, like it burns, but it doesn't quite. It's like beef jerky, but like you say, no oxygen. And real quick, I know it's off subject. I was like, oh, I got a question, because I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck is this thing not turned to dust? But it's in a glass-proof, air-proof bubble, like tube. So I digress. Okay, I want to bring another fun question. This is just you and me rapping here. Since you mentioned traveling, give me one of your favorite places in America and out of America, and then one bucket list for each after too. But I'm dying to know.
I haven't been to a lot of the places on the West Coast, so I'm just going to say that, or toward the West. But we have a place here that I've experienced. Like, I actually have I've experienced doppelganger activity. We've gotten EVPs, like fun stuff. It's called Madison Seminary. It's in Madison, Ohio. It's a great place to investigate. I really, and the people there are like great people. They care about the location. They take care of the people that come and visit. And they have this, their paracon is called MadCon, and they donate the money for I think it's cerebral palsy research.
Yes.
So I mean, you can't it's just a great place to go and investigate all around, because you get the evidence, you get the spooky experiences, and you get great hospitality when you go.
Yes, Ray Gooseby, the Cryptid Paranormal podcast host running. I love Ray. Shut up. I love it. I got to meet that teddy bear one day and give that fucker a hug. That's the good people. Oh, we got more fans checking in.
Hey,
hello, Gregory.
How you doing?
Linda Byrne, you're a long-time listener from Seattle, Washington. What's going on up there? Hope you're doing well. It is really. Yeah.
There's another great place too. Gregory actually is the medium at Hillview, and that's actually a great place to get evidence as well. It's in Pennsylvania.
Hillview Manor.
Yeah.
Susan Beck gave me a personal tour back 4 years ago. Yes. Oh, Greg, send me a friend request, dude. Adam Began, Begin. Send me a friend request. You're coming on the show one of these days. So I don't know where your partners are, but this is cool. We're having a fun time. You're not freezing up on me. Sometimes I get teams on here and it's one or two members and they go, So you're on a roll. You're on a roll. So you didn't give me one for out of America now.
Oh man.
Your favorite. Not so much favorite, but someplace that I guess what just popped in your head for the first thing out of America?
For me, this sounds crazy, but I've always wanted to just go to Stonehenge and see how it feels. Like it's got so much mystery behind it, so much history, so many theories, just to get an idea of not only Stonehenge itself. I swear, I have not started drinking yet. I swear.
Liar. I'm on an edible. I'm on a weed edible. You know what's funny? I asked that question of everybody, and the 3 years I've done this, not one motherfucker said Stonehenge.
Oh.
I don't know why.
I failed.
No, that's killer. I've been to America's Stonehenge in New Hampshire. In Salem, New Hampshire.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, look who we got. We got like a virus. Johnny V stepping in. What's up, homie?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Hi, Irene.
Up,
what's up?
Hi, John.
How's the Paracon over there for you guys?
So far, so good. It hasn't started. It won't start till tomorrow, but
Oh,
The
it sounds like
casinos.
there's a lot going on over
Yeah,
there, like
well, the
in your
casino.
background,
I'm
I
in
guess.
the
It's a
open area.
casino.
Uh,
Playing
oh, okay,
poker.
that's legit. That's legit. So Jackie sent me the excuse me. speaking of speaking of what you were just saying, yeah. Forgive me. Jackie literally sent me the link on Facebook, and I just connected. I thought she was on, but apparently she's not. But she's gonna be a little bit behind. So
She got out of
probably
work late, and the reason why I went early is
yeah.
because I'm where Irene is. I'm gonna go see Irene in probably an hour from now. Once this is
Yeah.
done,
Nah, yeah, I get you, man.
I'm
I
heading
just
back.
got off of work too, man. I'm fucking exhausted right now. Excuse my language. So
I'm sorry. I
I,
usually don't go this
I
early.
was
I'm
killing it
sorry.
today, man. I was like, I gotta go. Like, I have to get shit
Oh,
done. But it's all good, man.
I owe you one. No, I'll get you guys back at a decent time. I owe
You
you
good,
one.
man. You're good. You're good, man. It is
No,
what
we're
it is.
happy to be here.
Oh, that's killer.
Of
Irene's
course.
awesome.
Not like that.
I've been stealing a little of Irene's time, and I want to take a little bit of yours now, John. Kind of some of the same questions, and we'll get it caught up to space. But
All right.
I want to ask you, like I asked Irene, what got you started in this crazy shit we call paranormal field and
Ah.
aliens and monsters and all
Good
Well,
story.
oh man, yeah. Actually, Jackie got me into it. I didn't believe in it whatsoever. I was completely skeptical about it. A person like me was just, nah, I'm not about it. Um, and
that?
then
Fair.
she took me to Crescent Sanitarium. Um,
Oh,
and when she,
Crescent.
yeah,
Yeah.
she took me to Crescent
Yeah.
when Ghost Hunts USA owned it or not owned it, but they were running it at the time. And when we went in there, man, it was, I didn't know what was going on. So um, went in there, we grabbed the tablets and everything, and they were like, hey, just use this program. This is what you're going to be using to communicate with them and whatever. And I was like, okay, we're like, whatever. So when you go in there, you're thrown in like this big lobby, and there's just everybody, and you got random people and teams and brothers and sisters and whatnot, and they're just all
No
just
shit.
chilling. And yeah, there's just a bunch of people just like lollygagging and waiting, and then they were like, okay, let's go on the tour. And then we went on like an hour-long tour, and like I guess that's what you do everywhere you go, and I didn't know that. So for me, it was completely boring. I was like so done with it until they let us go. And me and Jackie, we went to the church by ourselves, and when we went into the church by ourselves, it was not a good thing, man. They were really like negative on the box, and they were telling us to get out and all this craziness. And me being, I mean, like it was my first time, so I was tripping out, man. I was like, oh, like, um, so these two females came in, and they asked if we were gonna stay there, and I said, yeah, for sure, like come join us immediately because we need more bodies in here. So they joined us, and funnily enough, one of the females played the piano. So when we were like doing our investigation, the girl was like, "Oh, can you play music?" She's like, "Look," and she starts playing on her, playing a piece for them. And then this little boy was there. There was about four of them over there in the church. It was two males, one little boy, and a female. She was a nurse that was there. Um, Little boy is just playing keys on the piano, man, like live time. And we're sitting on the benches. We're all on the benches. Nobody's near the piano or nothing like that. And we had the cat ball set up there too. So the cat ball was kind of going off while the kid was playing the piano keys, and he was telling us like, "Hey, look, like I'm playing the keys." And I was like, "Oh." Like I was mind blown at this time. You got to mind you, like my mind's already blown at this point, so I'm just taking everything in at this point now. Now it's just, you know,
Virgin
um,
meat on a ghost hunt is delicious. I
Yo,
tell you what,
it
the
was
fucking worm.
insane. The first time, bro. Like, listen, that's like a
Oh yeah.
virgin going at it with elder who is just, you know what I'm saying? She blows your
Very
mind.
experienced,
You
not
right. You
elderly.
were not ready.
Experience.
Right. You were not ready, sir. And that's what happened to me, man. I was like, shit. Like it was a lot. And what completely made me like lock on and believe into all this was hearing a spirit in real time. I had asked the portal a question. I asked her, does it hurt when you die? And because that's just like something that's always been on my mind. I'm sure it's on a lot of people's mind is death. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I've heard people have
you know,
that question. Yeah. Does it hurt?
right?
Yeah.
Like, you just be on those drives home, man, and you're like, Jesus, what if I die tomorrow? Like, and it's just like random things like that. So I just needed to know because I think that's probably like one of the only things I'm like truly scared of is just death because we don't know what's on the other side or whatever.
It's inevitable. We've dealt with it for centuries, but we still don't know how to handle it ourselves. Like I don't
right.
want to go on my
No,
sleep.
so like I
Make
mean,
dream of Marilyn Monroe. I'm out. I'm
right,
out.
man. It's like, listen, we could talk to these spirits, but like
We
what
don't know
else
for
goes
sure.
on. We
Yeah.
don't know for sure, nothing like that. So it's just mind boggling to me. And then like I was telling Irene prior to, we said, there's no way to confirm that. You know what I mean? If it does happen, there's no way to report back. So unless I'm coming through the portal, like it's
Yeah.
real over here, Irene.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
With the code word.
right, dude. You got me doing Morse code in that thing.
Like the cat ball twice for yes.
Yeah.
Right, man. Johnny, if that's you, 5 times. Like,
That's what you. Oh, everybody's checking in again. We got a bunch of people watching. Dara says hello. Hey,
Hello,
Lilac.
everybody.
How are you, Lilac?
hey,
Jim
Jim, what's
Martin.
going
I
on,
believe
Jim.
you're with the Paranormal Network or something, right? What's up?
Yes, Spirit
Yep.
Realm Network.
Pro
Jim?
Realm Network. Yep.
That's right. And Jim Brown, Tombstone Paranormal from my home Maine. The show's dedicated to my state of Maine. Lewiston, Maine is for tonight. We love you guys.
Nice. Thank you for
Stay
tuning
safe,
in, guys.
Maine, and everybody. So John, interesting fucking story. I gotta ask real quick before we go to the next question. That tour, that's like a historical briefing type of tour, right? They give you like
Right. Right.
Yeah.
They take you to the multiple parts you're allowed access to, and they just kind of give you a rundown and like a little preview of what's going on and whatnot. And for the most part, when they're done doing like their 15-20 minute segment, they'll let everybody kind of roam around, and they gave us rods and everything like that. And we went to a prison.
dowsing rods.
Yeah, dowsing rods, man. We don't use them as often, but I mean, it's something that's slept on by many, but it's a good use. You know what I mean? It's like that little mini utility tool that you don't bother to use, but you're like, damn, I could use this. You know what I mean? So me and Jackie were in a prison cell. This guy was hitting the dowsing rods like nothing, man. Like he was opening and closing, and he told Jackie that he was a rapist there, and that's why he was there in prison and whatnot. And like that was like, to me, I was like, come on. I'm like, Jackie's like, she's doing it with the wrist. I'm over here like gauging in her wrist, and I'm like, I'm really watching.
I got two skeptics with my. I got two skeptics. Irene and John are the skeptics of the team.
Yeah, listen, man. I will debunk.
He's
our
much
stuff.
bigger skeptic.
Yeah, I debunk our stuff, man. I'm not about it. Like everybody, be like, wait, did you hear that? And I'm like, no, stop. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, we gotta. Right, man. Listen, it's good that I'm there doing that because I don't want them to put out faulty stuff or nothing like that. I want
because that one time when you go, even I can't blame this. We got something. You know what I mean?
Right, man. And listen, I've learned over my time here of just doing this. Always have multiple cameras going, man. Never just have the one because you have to. You have to literally build the picture for the audience, I feel like, and you have to put them in the room that you're in, because even though I'm looking right at you right now, I need the cameras behind me, to just kind of watch my back, and that it has that back view, so that way when our editor or myself, we put clips together and whatnot, it's like I'm showing you all angles at once. Like I'm just letting you know, hey, this is no bullshit what just happened right now. Look at the whole room is clear. There's nobody here but me, and this is what happened and whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm trying my best to prove you.
You beat them to the punch, and that's what I do. Like,
right.
Change it on me. But if I go to like a movie filming site, I'll multiple pictures and angles to line them up and go fucking prove me wrong. Like I didn't super, because there is naysayers, and dude, John, for someone who's worked all day, you sure are drawing the whistles, my friend. I think we all are here. You guys are looking good. Spirit Realm Network.
Spirit Realm. Much respect, much love, Spirit Realm.
Awesome, Spirit Realm.
I think we may have someone, the last missing piece. Are you there,
finally.
Jaclyn? I'm gonna bring you on. Are you there? Jaclyn, right? That's how you pronounce it, Jaclyn?
Yep, Jaclyn. Yep.
Me?
There she goes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't see you though.
I can't get my headset to work. Hang on. It's just not connecting.
Edit.
Oh man. Hi.
There she goes. Yay! Uh-oh, she's sideways. Oh, there she goes.
There she goes. There she goes. She's good.
Can you hear me now?
Dude, you were on
Holy
for
shit.
you're on for an eighth of a second, and you've already got a fan blowing us up here. What do we got?
Oh, look at Shirley.
Can you guys see
That's
me
the quickest
okay?
response to someone so far.
Right.
Can you see
How
me
are
okay?
you, Jaclyn?
I'm good. How are you?
You're good. We can hear you.
Trying to get this damn
I
thing.
keep seeing people in back of Irene moving. I'm like, oh, ghost. Oh, no, it's a human in a
Right.
casino. Fuck.
Irene's out there in the lobby.
It widened up, and so the door, everything shows now.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I see that now.
Oh, yeah. You're going to see people
There's a
walking
better
back.
view
Stay
going
in
this
line.
way, but I can't
Jaclyn,
sit
thank you for
this
joining
way.
us. I know you
I
work
hear
late.
you.
Irene. Irene's held up the fort. Irene's held up the fort.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. My job is relentless. Shirley knows because she works with me. She's probably still there. How's everybody doing?
Penny says, "How are you?"
Hi, Penny. How
Good.
you doing?
Good. We have a little bit of a lag here. She's at a casino. I'm in a hotel next to the casino. The Wi-Fi might be fucked up, so there may be some glitches, but we're pros. We can do this, right?
No
Let's
biggie.
do this. I'm very excited. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You hear us?
Yep, you're good.
Good. We've already talked to Irene and John, and we're going to get back swing or full around, but I want to ask the same question to you that I did to them. Jaclyn,
Okay.
what got you into all this stuff? What got you started in the everything, death, paranormal, alien, all that shit?
Sure. Growing up in an extremely, extremely evil haunted home. As a kid, my parents, yeah, my parents bought this house in Connecticut that, they thought they got a huge steal on. Well, they did get a huge steal on it, and we found out why much farther later on. After the house burnt down 3 times and had some really fucked up shit happen, then they started looking into why these things were happening. Now, from the time I was 4, because my sister was just born when we moved in, so I was 4. So from 4 to like 12, I would see things that nobody else would see. Everybody thought I was crazy, and I was adamant that there was something wrong with the house. And then after my little brother was born, which was right when I was about to turn 12, when he started getting, old enough to just articulate words and stuff, he would also bring up seeing the same things. At this point,
runs in the bloodline.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, about 8 months after he was born, the house burnt to the ground.
Jesus.
Up to this point, there were things that were just unexplainable, but as an old Sicilian family, the only things that existed were angels. Other than that, you didn't say nothing, okay?
Rise on, I'm Italian.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, ghosts didn't exist in the Italian world. So
Blasphemy.
when my little brother started seeing shit, that's when my parents were like, okay, what's going on? Now, my father was still adamant against it. They rebuilt the house. It burnt down again.
Oh,
in
good
between.
Lord.
And here's the best part. There was no reason for it. They couldn't find a reason. Things just kept happening. To the point where, like, the fire marshals were looking in my parents like, what are you guys up to? I had a babysitter at the house one day. I was out of school sick, and she went into the bathroom, and I hear her screaming. And the door is locked, and I'm thinking she's got it locked, and she's pounding, screaming, let me out, let me out. Suddenly, the door just creaked open. Now, mind you, she's babysitting me and my little brother. She comes out, grabs her shit, and leaves us at the house. Calls my mother and said, find another babysitter. You got some deep, evil man living in your house, and I'm never coming back. At that point, my brother started really articulating a lot of stuff. And my parents looked into the home, and there happened to be a mass murder that took place there. Got to high school. Friends stopped wanting to come over because they'd see shit that they couldn't explain. Me and my girlfriend, we decided to get drunk one night. We're in my kitchen, like 16 years old. And she's in the kitchen, and she's like fixing herself in the reflection of my parents' wine cabinet. And she says, a man, this creepy man with a black face, appears behind her. 3 a.m. Her parents lived an hour away. She made them drive that hour to come and get her in 3 a.m. She went back to school the next day, told everybody in my school, her house is haunted, don't go there. Nobody would come over again. When the house burned down the 3rd time, my parents were like, all right, that's a wrap. Let's go. And that's like the very short PG version. Everything from my father being choked in the middle of his sleep, smashed in the head with glass in his sleep.
Physically attacked. My
mother seeing things that were just evil. My parents had
Did
enough.
you say this was in Connecticut?
Yes.
You said Connecticut at the beginning, didn't you?
Yes.
Fucking New England, man. Lizzie Borden, Connecticut. We're some evil land. I'm not evil, but Connecticut's got an I'm sorry, New England's got an aura, especially like in Maine, Stephen King land where I'm from. Maybe he may be writing about shit, but he bases it off a lot of shit. You guys all based out of Connecticut? I just should have done better research. Irene, is this where you're from? Because you're here. No. You guys all moved to
Cleveland, Ohio.
MadCon. That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I just moved
John,
from New
you
York.
from
So.
this area?
No, I lived in New York for the last 3 years, and then I came out here. But before that, I lived in Arizona, kind of where I spent most of my adult life.
Okay, well, fucking riddle me this then. How do you three from different worlds come together and hook up to make this awesome super group called Forsaken Souls? How the fuck did you guys put a wanted ad? Thank you. You bruja. You're a witch.
We went on eHarmony. Match.com.
Yeah, we went on Ghost
MeetYourPsychic.com.
Yeah, we were on Ghost Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is my shit. Yeah. It's my fault. I stole them. So fast forward many years of being passionate about the paranormal. I joined my first paranormal team at the age of 17 years old. And, you know, I always joke, and they hear me say it all the time, but I was investigating paranormal when you couldn't say that out loud because you'd get locked up in an institution. You know, I did it behind the scenes for a long, long time. Then I went into law enforcement, and you know, when I retired, I said, what if I can combine the two? If I can combine my two favorite passions into, you know, helping people. I met John on the job. So he had gotten out of the military. I retired from law enforcement, and we both were working for an executive protection firm. I was his boss. And he
no shit.
Yeah. He was my right-hand man, but I was adamant to get him to believe. John. He didn't believe in ghosts. He thought it was bullshit.
He said that earlier. You missed it, but he was calling out about shit and how we were kind of picking on him a little bit about being the virgin blood on the hunt.
Yeah, so I was adamant on getting him to believe, and I did. And then so for a long time I was doing it by myself, where I was investigating cold case crimes and trying to use the paranormal to solve them, like doing the criminal investigation and then doing the paranormal and seeing what I can get. Had a lot of doors slammed in my face, had a lot of people call me crazy, but there are a lot of law enforcement people from corrections, probation, police, federal agents that are involved in the paranormal and don't say anything. It's far more common than people know about. So at that point, I said to John, you know, let's do this together. He has an incredible background in, you know, investigating and technology. And so I needed that. I needed kind of that partnership, and, you know, I trusted him very much. And then I said, all right, well, we need a psychic. Let's go hunt one. At that point, I put out a Facebook wanted ad, basically, and started interviewing. You
really did.
I did, yeah. I started interviewing 36 and a half. I'll give that one a half. 36 and a half interviews later, I found Irene. And I knew right off the bat, like, she was the one. So at that point, I said, hey, come join my team. She's like, maybe. What's it about?
I feel like Irene is almost like you're really into it at a young age. John wasn't into it at all, and Irene's like, I'm into it, but I also am quick to be like, nah. So it's almost like you're all this level. But I think it's such a great, her being into the science part of it, him being technology, you being into police work. I think that makes for an awesome fucking hell of a team. Real quick, I'm gonna see if I can do this. I'm gonna try to bring on your page here. I know it's a private group, but you guys see that?
No,
Forsaken Souls speaking for the silent. You can see that, right?
Yep.
I don't know why it doesn't bring it on screen. Okay, I want to make sure that it is private, but if you're cool, man, I'll probably invite you. Invited a lot of people to go on.
Yes, please.
But this is kind of you don't have a Facebook page or nothing.
Well, I do, but the problem is I do, but when I first made the group, because of my job, I made it private. and I didn't expect to get offered a TV show. So once the TV show started taking off, I tried to make it public, and Facebook wouldn't let me. So my actual Facebook page, like the group is linked to my personal page, and the personal page and the group are linked to another page. So it's kind of all over the place.
But also the positive side of having
Sometimes
a
Facebook
private
makes you
group like
more
that.
stressed.
Yeah, I mean, having a private
What's
though
that?
kind of weeds out. Having it private kind of weeds out who you want in and out. 'Cause you'll have a lot of people just joining and they'll just run their mouth, or a lot of spammers on there. Our group was made specifically for people to um, post their clips that they have. And when I say clips, I don't mean like their whole hour-long hunt, and I get it, but I mean like post like your major finds. Like that's what we want to see, because as a viewer, you want to scroll down and you want to see hits. You don't want to just sit there and watch somebody's stream, so that's kind of why we did it. So we
And
kind
I
of
hate
weed
the
out who
whole
we want.
say hello to our new members. I'm like, I don't care about your 90 members. Give me some content, motherfuckers. I don't
Right,
care. Hey,
right,
say hi to
right.
Tommy. No, keep
Right,
dragging me.
listen.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the cheesy one. Welcome to the family, everybody. Welcome to the family.
Yeah,
Oh,
she is.
there's always
But-
one. Jaclyn's the one. I get it. You get a big heart. Real quick, we got, I believe, a question here. Oh, it's being slow. You never believe until you do, then there's no going back. Anthony, I don't.
Oh,
Yeah, I must be
yeah.
touching on something later, earlier, but
yeah.
That's absolutely
my girl
correct.
Heather, back in Maine, staying safe. Witchin' Life Guide commented. She said, "Stay safe, everyone. Sorry she's late. We're praying for you in Maine, baby. I wish I was there, but right now I'm in Connecticut, as well as Irene. We're ready to go to the Warren Con here soon. You guys couldn't make the trip. You guys couldn't come down, Jack and Jaclyn and John.
No, I couldn't pull it off with Shawnee coming up. I couldn't get all of them off, so I had to pick and choose. But I'm pretty sad
Maybe
about it.
next
Believe
year.
me. Oh, I'll be
Next
there
year,
next year.
fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll be more lined up next year. We just have a lot going on, kind of. So.
Irene will represent you good. It'll be cool. She's already there now, getting wasted at the bar. Look at her spinning crabs and craps and playing
Super
poker.
jelly. Super jelly. I love Mohegan.
Irene,
with a little paper
when did you
bag.
show up? Was it today or last night?
I drove in. I got here at 3:00, checked in, and then I came down here. I came here to do the call right before the VIP dinner. So it was just boom, boom, boom. Just made it under the wire.
Irene's gonna be joining me tonight. I've been invited by Tony to go tonight to be the whole weekend, and I wait to go today, and I get to help set up Annabelle and shit, and get to see some cool stuff. I was telling Irene about this. Oh, dude, they're like, I'm like, you need help? They go, yeah, come on down. I go down, and I'm in the room. I'm moving the dinosaur from Conjuring 3, the one that got smashed. I'm moving the Annabelle. I'm moving the Shadow doll, and I'm helping Dan Rivera set up lights. I'm unloading the U-Haul with Chris Florian and Johnny. I'm Adam Beacon. I'm a stoner from Maine. I don't deserve to be here. I'm very humble like you guys. You guys know your shit. Jaclyn from New Jersey to New York. She has a Long Island accent.
She has a killer accent.
So we moved to New York when we came over off the boat, and then moved to Connecticut.
Well, you're Italian in New York. So is my girl Heather. I'm sure she thinks you're awesome. You have to send her a friend request. She's shy, but I told her about you and stuff like that. She's awesome. She's going through a lot right now with her daughter, and of course, school shut down. Whole of Maine shut down, and they don't know what to do. Can't even go grocery shopping with you.
Oh.
So
This
awful.
fucking
My
guy's
heart.
in the AK-47, and we can't find this guy.
Right, man.
Sorry, I don't mean to get personal.
Right.
I don't get how
No,
someone gets away with
believe
this.
me. He should have been found by now. I don't know how
I
he
guess
got
they're searching rivers, but I don't get
where.
it. I guess there's rivers. The Androscoggin River, they call it, goes through Lewis and Bangor.
Yeah.
It's an old Indian river, Androscoggin. They're dredging it, supposedly, so I don't know if that means someone saw him shoot him. I don't know what that means. To me, that's combing it, right? The water? Or like with a net?
Yeah.
So,
They're
like-
combing
I don't know.
It's like
water.
light traps for water. That's what they do. They'll stop them in the current.
Yeah.
So,
In the water, there's a potential possibility he offed himself, because he wouldn't be just underwater for 3 days.
right.
So
one can only hope. He's a piece of shit. I don't condone suicide or anything like that, but this guy can
Right.
fucking die. Fuck him.
Right.
Anyway,
I hear you.
Sorry to get personal and to get vulgar. I just am very sentimental. My family's scared right now, and it sucks.
No,
I'm
I hear you,
trying to
man.
have fun.
No,
Talk to you
it's
fine
understood.
folks, and that's in the back of my mind. But anyway, I talked to Irene earlier. I went. I'm a sightseer. I'm a historian. I went to this place in Stonington. First off, real quick, I did go get a slice of pizza. I didn't see
Miss-
Julia Roberts. Oh, it's not bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
In Stonington, right across
Our
the
Lady
way.
of Assumption.
Dude, there's a severed arm of a saint.
Arm.
What?
She
Oh, I
was
saw that post. Yeah, so you
It's from the
posted that. Wow,
13th century. There's a bishop that.
Yeah, it's gross.
that's
Can
insane,
you get
man.
DNA off that? Can
Yeah.
you get DNA off it? You really?
Oh,
if
yeah.
If it was
Irene said
preserved
if
right,
it's
I would think.
mummified or no,
Right.
It's all in the bone. It's in the marrow. It's in the nails, the skin. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a cool
the
arm.
nails. You know, so the nails are longer. Here they keep growing. They keep growing after you die. Is that true?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's your hair.
That's weird.
Your hair as well.
Heather's asking why the arm would stay fresh, and we talked about that earlier. Irene said it.
Fresh.
And Jaclyn too.
Mummification, probably preservation, maybe embalmment.
Yeah.
So, sorry
Oh,
about that.
real
Yeah,
quick,
they
they
used
did
to
find a suicide note. They found a suicide note at his brother's house, gunman. They're now looking in the river for where his car was found. Thank you, Heather. I had no clue. I haven't been keeping up with that.
Heather's on the case, bro.
Well, we need
He's
Jaclyn to
like
fly up to
live
Maine
update.
and go fucking help him out here. We need a pro because these other
I'm with
assholes
you.
don't know what the fuck's going on.
I'm there. See you guys later. Enjoy
So-
Phasmicon. I'm headed to
We're
Maine.
going to investigate. Bye.
So Irene's been all over the place, and she was telling me her bucket list because I want to know your guys' bucket list to go for America and for. She didn't tell me her American one, or did she? You said West.
No. Oh, I didn't say the
Didn't you?
bucket list. Oh, for America. No, I didn't talk about. I just said overseas.
Okay, well, give me an
going, keep
overseas
going.
bucket list. Irene's overseas is Stonehenge. Irene, what's your bucket list for America? We'll go around the room.
There's so many things.
I
Hot
know.
seat.
I can't even pick. I can't even.
Come on, give me two. Give me two. Alcatraz.
No,
Where?
actually, not
Queen Mary?
Alcatraz. You know, I do actually the Queen Mary, yes, and I know it's not. I just really want to go to the Winchester Mansion because I just want to see, especially the architecture of the building. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah, definitely a unique place. Yep.
Yeah, this is a beautiful building.
That's in San Diego, which of course means whale's vagina. But she's buried. She's buried in Connecticut because that's where the Winchester gun shop was, and she's actually buried in this state.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Fun fact.
One of my clients was Colt as well. So the Colt Mansion and the Colt Factory, yeah, it was one of my clients.
No.
Nice.
sh-
Yeah,
Wow.
in Hartford there. It's a pretty cool place.
It is a lot of history. Johnny V, once you get back on screen, give me a bucket list America, bucket list world.
Honestly, man, I really don't have one, dude. I'm just down to go anywhere. I don't have like I don't like to go to the overhyped places.
first.
Like the ones where the ghosts kind of feel like employees for us, where they gotta kind of answer us all day, every day. You know what I mean? I don't like to go there because I feel like you're not gonna get much from there because they're just pestered every day, right? You know what I mean? So for me, it's more like I like the house calls. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like
Dude,
I like
someone.
diving in there and seeing and like really like getting in there. Like we did that. Me and Jackie actually went to a house in Pittsburgh. And this lady had some activity in her house and it was pretty cool, man. Like, it was just she was lighting off the what was Jackie? Oh my god, the REM pod. She was lighting off the REM pod. She was rocking in the rocking chair above us. We were downstairs in the living room. I was filming Jackie. She was just talking, and you can hear the rocking chair upstairs just going back and forth. And I was like, "Wait a minute! Like, there's nobody upstairs, man." And again, this is where I was in my learning curve. Like I told you about setting up multiple cameras because had I had an angle, or actually a working angle, if my GoPro stood alive at that time, I would have had a good clear shot of that rocking chair going back and forth while the clip of me and Jackie was going. But yeah, man, it's about the house calls for me. I don't really like to. I'm sorry, man. I don't like to pay like so much money out of pocket to go,
See,
investigate until 2 a.m. Nonetheless, it's the worst time. So
yeah.
it's crazy.
And then
to
they
me.
tell you we don't want to release them, don't free them. And then it's the same thing. It's like as much as I'm not trying to knock anybody, Like,
Right.
yay, Conjuring House, yay, Lizzie Borden's. I'm like, okay, been there, done that. I
Right,
go to
brother.
the woods of Maine by the Appalachian Trail in Greenville, Maine, where there's
Right.
the B-52 bomber that crashed and 7 men died and the plane parts are still there. I go there and do investigations because no one talks to these poor folks. And I
Right,
get shit.
exactly, bro.
I don't tell
Those
people.
are those are spirits that want to be heard, man. Nobody's told them like that, and that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, and again, I'm not, just like you said, not knocking nobody that pays to go do that, because I'll tell you what, I paid to do that for my first time, and look, now I'm into it to the point where I'm like, all right, I don't need to pay all this money to go to a spot. I'm gonna find my own spot, or Jackie's the one who usually like digs up most of our cases.
It's entertainment. It's to say,
Right.
hey, I've been to Lizzie Borden's, or hey, I've
Right.
been to
Exactly.
Penhurst.
Queen Mary.
Oh, even when we
Penhurst.
went
I've been to Queen Mary. I've been to Wilson Castle in Vermont. Everybody goes. And I get up at the same time the ghosts go, here we go. They're smoking a butt. Another fucking paranormal guy. Watch. Here we go, boys.
Right, man. Yeah.
I want
Right.
to go to a
I
place
like
where they go, oh
drawing.
my God, this guy found out. Oh my God, hi. That's what I
Right.
want.
Yeah, and that's what I like. It's like when you're at like those low key locations, you got people that will walk by and they're like trying to see what you're doing. They're like, oh shit, you're talking to ghosts, and then you start just splurging yourself to people, and they're just like all entertained. And not only did you just network, but you just gain followers too, by just word of mouth. So
Give this
it's
guy a
keeping
fucking
it kind of old school, So, but yeah, man.
Perfect.
That's what I have to say. And honestly, dude, I really want to go to the West Coast and helping people.
But like
That's
you said,
what
you have to get back to it, but house cases helps people, right? Isn't that what
right,
it's for?
dude. And when we go to houses, we don't like we say no, we're going there, man. It don't matter. We're using our own stuff. We're using our own gas and whatnot. We don't ask nothing from nobody, man. It's just to get that experience. It's just to get that knowledge moving forward. And it's gonna help us become better investigators and better set up our viewpoints for everybody moving forward. So it's kind of like training, you know what I mean? So that's
the helping people
what I like. Right. So
Twin Pines. That's all I gotta say. Twin
Pines. Yeah, we had a house call out in Twin Pines, and what was it, Glen Mills, Pennsylvania.
Twin Pines is the road, in Glen Mills, Pennsylvania. It's probably our most difficult house call to date.
Really?
With full-blown demonic attachment, 4 generations attached, no less. We had to get the Vatican involved, bishops, like the whole nine. It was full-blown shit. 3 months straight, every single week we were down there.
Wow, dedication. Who keeps track of this stuff? Do you guys have a notebook that's Irene? You do? You do? Yeah. You got a great team, Jaclyn. You assembled a great team.
I do. I'm so proud of them. I really am. Yep, I sure am. Yeah, that was fun having the case, though.
Oh, but then, yes, you're right. After the death, we got the corpse. Does anyone feel that a particular state or region is more active than others?
New England.
Yeah, I was about to say, he was just saying Connecticut or New England.
It definitely is. New England, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, that whole area there. It's so old. Maine, it's so old. It's so, oh my God. I think the next
crossbones on tombstones still from the 1600s. California's like, we get 1850. I go 1640. Suck it.
Right.
Yeah. It is something. Oh man, it is something else.
Y'all been to Salem or New Orleans? The voodoo cities?
Yeah.
Well, New Orleans is my bucket list in America. That's my bucket list.
Oh, there we go. Everybody's going to get New Orleans every now and again. I love it myself. The vampires, all that shit, huh? I'm going to ask you something real quick. Do you guys all believe in the vampires and ghosts and aliens? And not ghosts, but aliens, Bigfoot, Yeti. You guys all fall for that shit too? John, probably not, but.
Yeah. No, I do.
I'm not gonna say no until we've seen too much.
That's right.
I feel like I've picked up alien intelligence over the portal. Like, it's not just spirits talking through. Like, listen, these guys are way ahead of us in technology by like millions of years, man. Let me tell you. So I wouldn't doubt it if I did catch some type of message, whatnot. I mean,
all that.
I don't put it past it. Yeah, like it's I don't know how to explain it, but if you were
how's that go, Jaclyn? How's that go?
Right.
It's like Morse code on crack.
Right.
Forgot
Yeah.
one. You forgot a boot.
Yeah.
Right, Irene. That's
It is. It's
that's an
creepy.
interesting theory, John. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I never heard about people thinking maybe aliens because you think about it, they sweep the airwaves for aliens. That's what a box does, or even when they do what's the thing that the searchers do? When they
EVP shit.
blindfold themselves.
Estes
What's
method.
it called? Estes method.
Estes
They're
method.
sweeping
Yeah,
radio
yeah,
airwaves,
yeah.
right?
Why did I say EVP?
Well, you don't
What
know.
did you?
You guys ever tried Estes?
Yeah, oh hell yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you'll see. We'll talk about that a little bit, but yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
So well,
like that.
I'll just say in our recent episode, I'm the one doing the Estes method. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, he got fondled by an elemental.
yeah. Oh man.
He wasn't complaining though.
It's just like
Hey,
walking
man.
back and forth, walking back and forth,
Right. Yeah,
while
man.
John's butt crack is hanging out the back.
That thing was bristling on my neck.
You are my bitch.
Right, exactly. You are my
You gotta pay for that shit in Vegas, bro. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
She does. What's up, Kristen? She does a serial killer
Oh, Kristen.
podcast based out of Boston. Fresh married. What's up? Glad you didn't talk to you in a while. Kirsten. I always say that wrong. Not Kristen. Dinner after though. Enter the what? What was that from? Dinner after though. I don't know what that means.
Dinner after the podcast for sure. Here.
Yeah.
I gotta get my ass to the casino and join Irene in a couple drinks and start
Word, that'd be cool.
walking around with VIP.
For us.
We'll put the groundwork for you guys. I'm gonna walk in going Forsaken Souls. So, what do you, Jaclyn? I'm gonna start with you. What do you do for, like, say you got a big investigation? Is there a certain ritual you do? A certain shirt you wear? Do you a certain meal? Do you have any?
I don't sleep for 3 weeks, and after that, I don't sleep for another 3.
Terrible hangover.
Yeah, no, I am an adrenaline junkie. So if I know that we have an investigation coming up, I'm up for 3 days straight prepping our gear, making sure everything's been cleansed, blessed. We go refill our holy water, get our medals blessed by our bishop, and go through the whole spiel. When we had our Twin Pines case, I feel like, I'm not kidding you. Like the big things of water that you can buy, the giant jugs of them. I went to her and was like, can you please fill this? I need the whole thing. She's like, take it. Go ahead. This was like a legion of demons at one point. She's just like, we're going to give you all of the holy water. And oh, by the way, here's some anointing oil.
A little extra.
Yeah. She actually did the blessing of the Warriors of St. Michael on us before our last cleansing at the house, which was really cool. I thought that was awesome. So we're officially Warriors of St. Michael.
Yeah, but then that started causing chaos over the portal. So now all they do is they just reference the church. Like they'll just talk a lot of shit about us going to the church, and they'll say shit like the bishop can't help you. And yeah, man, before we did that house call in Glen Mills.
Yeah.
Like she said, we were getting all our shit like heavily blessed, and so was I. I was like, Bishop, hit the box. I was like, hit the box, hit my suitcase, hit everything. You know what I mean? And she was like, I don't want to touch it. That's what the bishop said. She said, I don't want to touch it. And I'm like, well, I need.
Can you
help.
just
like,
throw the water on?
Right, just toss it. You know what I mean? You don't gotta physically touch it. But yeah, after we did all that, you hear the spirits on the box just mocking us for going to churches and visiting and talking with the bishop and everything like that. Yeah, bro, it's wild, man. It's wild. And then they'll still talk about it like here and there now. Like we haven't been to the bishop since I think our last
since the last cleansing.
Yeah, so it was like a couple weeks ago or so. But they'll still bring it up.
Not that it needs to be, but John looks like a tough guy, but Irene and Jaclyn, you guys don't look like you'd be putting up with this shit, but you guys just take it head on. You're like, fucking, let's go, right? I mean, John, right? Seriously, most people are gonna run and go, I'm a weekend warrior. I don't want this shit. You guys are like, bring it on. We're
overtimers here.
The last weekend we were there, I had been scratched, bit, clawed, but what really freaking got to me was my medallion that I wear. everywhere. I mean, I have a whole slew of them, but my St. Michael medallion that the bishop, that was the last piece she blessed. We're doing the cleansing, and the portal said, and I quote, "This is for Jaclyn. Your holy Bishop Mary can't help you. Your holy water can't help you. The church can't help you. We're coming for you." Right hand to God, my metal started singeing my chest. If you go on my Facebook group, you'll see the picture of the burn from the metal. During the investigation, we started snapping photos. It was burned and stuck to my chest right here. Just burned as if someone had put a flame to it. And for about 2 weeks, it was bubbled and it was nasty.
You got branded. You got fucking branded.
That's what it seemed like. Yeah.
It was hell of a fucking 3 months. Hell of a 3 months.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Wow.
Yeah.
We won.
Yeah,
Fuck him. We won.
yeah. She was
Irene
in there,
smiled.
man.
Irene loves it. Irene, what about you? You must have some. Do you have any? Do you believe in like sage, medallions, holy water, crucifix, all that stuff?
First it's intention. So if somebody truly believes that something works for them, I believe that is the case. I also believe that there are higher powers at work, that we don't understand. And, I'm a believer in God. My higher power is God. And so Jaclyn is tough.
Amen. Though you're right.
So, so my, I do the same exact things, but, I approach it in a softer way. It's almost like I'm like the quieter, more meek one that then speaks out.
Yes, she's the balance.
When you speak, it's serious. When Irene's talking, it's oh shit, everybody listens. It's
right.
I wish.
Right.
She's the balance. She's the balance to mine and John's hot temper and chaos.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what makes a good team. You need that.
Remember what I said to you about John and the priest, right?
Yeah.
So John, why don't you tell the story about how you threatened the priest's life?
First of all, let me tell you what,
First
man.
he accused him of being a fraud. Let's not forget that.
Right,
Give me
bro. I was so pissed at the fact. That I even asked that man for credentials after he told me he was a priest of the church. I said, "Give me your credentials right now, sir." He was
show
like,
me your credentials.
bro, I was like, "Show me your credentials." He was like, "What? I'm a priest." I was.
A dumb
gotta have
flies
something.
down.
Right. Give me some. For real, we were filming
backwards off the bicycle.
So we were filming.
You're standing them up, John. Wow.
Yo, man, I don't like when people just come and they just kind of start problems right off the rip. Like you could ask what we're doing. I get it. I don't care, and we'll tell you what we're doing. But when you're like, "Oh, you can't be here," like off the rip, and you're just like running your mouth, then it's a fucking problem for me. But when we were just filming, man, and we're standing there, you see like 3 cameras set up. All right, they're all tripoded in place. Okay, us 3 are standing in front of the cameras, right? And as we're standing in front of the cameras, there's a trail coming down this hill here, and you can see us standing there. So, obviously we're talking loud.
You're not being suspicious.
Right, nobody's being discreet. Nobody's doing none of that. Like, we're in this open site. And mind you, like, the road is kind of like right there. It's like 2 feet away. So it's like a highway. So we thought that this is like an open trail where people walk through because there's a whole ass trail there. So we're like, okay, this is for the public. So this guy comes down on this Trek mountain bike. I'm talking about just helmet and everything, man. Fling, 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 fling. You know what I mean? Dude, like, bro, for real. Yo, bro comes in, right? Bro comes in on the Trek, right? And like, stops you on the New Balances, right, bro? And he was like, what are you guys doing here? And I was like, right off the rip, what are you guys doing here? You can't be here. And we were like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck are you, first of all? And I'm sorry, excuse my language, but I'm like, who are you? You know what I mean? What's up, brother? What's going on,
John's
Dylan?
a fan.
Right. That's my homie from high school, man. And he was like, what are you guys doing here? You're not supposed to be here. And so, like, Jaclyn is explaining everything, right? Mind you, the guy's right here. I'm like on top of him, like right here, and Jackie's off to the side here, and Irene's off in the distance. All right, Irene's off, kind of like she can still. She's in
the background like this.
Irene's just waiting for her time to step in and be like, "Shit, let's stop." Okay. So Jackie's trying to explain to the guy what we're doing, what's going on, and I'm over here like not believing a fucking word he's saying, because to me he's like a pedestrian and he's just somebody. Just I thought he was a male Karen, so I'm like, all right, Ken. So like you want to start problems, like you know what I mean? So he told me, oh yeah, I'm a priest here at the church. This is the church property. There's a do not trespass sign up on the hill, and I was like, no, there isn't. This and that. Me, Irene, and Jackie walked right past it. There was nothing there. Right, and we looked like there was nothing there at all. So he's going on and on. Oh, did you guys move it? This and that. No, dude, what the fuck? No, bro, like we're all over our 30s here, bro. We're not like, you know what I'm saying? Again, if we were trying to do that nonsense, we wouldn't be out in the open on your trail filming with tripods and everything. Because don't you think we got to pick our shit up to scatter out? You know what I mean? Right? So we weren't causing problems. So he was just being an ass. Jackie's over here trying to defuse the situation while I'm still igniting the situation with him.
Yeah.
All right.
He's like,
right, bro. So she's trying to explain to him the case we're working on. Right. And I'm just like, nah. I'm like, dude, I feel like you're bullshitting and this and that. I asked that man for his priest credentials and everything, man. I'm like, they got to give you something, you know?
yeah,
right.
I want to see that.
Bust out the collar, man. Let me see your white collar, father. Yo, so when he told me his name, this is what bugged me out. He said my name is Gallagher. Well, I don't know his fucking. It started with a G or something. Right? He just said his first and last name, and I said, "Whoa, wait a minute!" Like right off the rip, bro. I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute! No father, no father." You know what I'm saying? Like if you were a priest and you addressing yourself, right? Come correct. You're gonna have to say it correct, right? My name is Father O'Houlihan, right? Not Jim O'Houlihan. You know what I mean? You're gonna sit there and right, bro. Right.
Monsignor Steve or whatever.
Right. Yeah. I'm Father O'Houlihan. I'm the head priest here, this and that, and the third. So I asked the man, I said, okay, so when do you do church? He said, I'm not telling you that. I'm like, okay, now how you supposed to make me believe that you're a priest here now, bro? Like, you know what I mean? He got me really heated.
Badge before he brings you to jail and go, I'm not showing you my badge. I'm not going to jail.
Right, bro. That's what I was saying. Like,
John goes, father.
Yeah. I'm on his ass about the right. That's what it felt like. So I'm on his ass about the whole father thing. Now Jackie's really trying to calm him down, and it was working. And then again, I'm igniting, and Irene's like, "Listen." Irene finally stepped in. She's like, "Listen, like just." You know what? Just stop.
Yeah, she's
like, just stop. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever, dude. I said, let's pack it up.
Till we get back to the car, Johnny.
Yo, for real. Bro, I had the GoPro running. So we're walking up the trail, right? Everybody, we said, fuck it, we're leaving, whatever. So he's walking us up, right? Dude, I got the GoPro running in his face, and I'm like, you're not a real fucking priest, are you? You're a fucking liar. Admit it, you're not a priest, this and that and the third. And dude, he's just like not even paying attention. I'm like, I'm just like fucking talking shit to this guy to his face, man. Yo, it turns out after like 30 minutes of investigating on Google, this man was the fucking priest. All right. First of all, motherfucker. I'm sorry. Okay, now we don't have access to the property at all at this point. I'm sure. I fucked that all up for us.
Bring him up
the hill. John's going, he's not a fucking priest. I don't care. He's lying. He's not a priest. I'm going, you shut the fuck up or I will kill you myself. Shut and Irene's like, guys, stop, not here. Please. I'm like, shut up. Get the shit. Get out of here. Danica's already in the car.
For real, dude. Like, you know, and
we're coming back.
I'm fucking refusing. Yeah, I'm refusing. I'm like, yo, let's just 180 back over there. And they're like, no, let's get out.
Things with anger. On the way back.
First of all, why would
you turn around? There's 3 nuns out there with nunchucks. What are you doing?
I should have been like, halt, father. Bro, what had me living?
Couldn't tell me what to do. What are you gonna do?
Right.
We need to all confession now. By the way,
he literally sat there and told us right to our face, "Why would you drive 2.5 hours to this property if you didn't know you couldn't be here?" This and that. First of all, we didn't.
I was like,
know.
It's fucking woods. I didn't know this was part of your
goddamn woods. Yeah, it's the woods, brother. Like it's not. It ain't like it's
private property.
It was the woods.
Well, that's what happens when you kill a young boy and then get away with it for 30 years.
So, but yeah, that was our upcoming. So yeah, you know, exactly, brother, exactly. So
that's the real paranormal team, though. I've been with people. before we've gotten kicked out. Cops, what are you doing? Trust, I get it. You guys stick together, and no one bailed. Irene didn't narc you out. She was trying to be the
bro. No. Irene was ready to go, bro. Don't even. Irene's like, please, for the love of God. Irene was being filled with so much cringe that she was ready to take off. Okay,
Come on, Irene,
listen.
Smiling.
Have you ever seen Dogma? Adam, have you ever seen Dogma?
Oh yeah.
She was Alanis Morissette as God, okay? Silent and just had the holy hail going. You just had to look at her, and she was like this. And
Right.
God was like this. Okay.
Listen, man.
John, I'm like,
bro, I guess what was killing me was the fact that the setup, the drive time over there, the film we already were filming, like we already were like 40 minutes in at this point. You know what I mean? So I wasn't taking kindly to that shit. I wasn't gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, no problem, I'm leaving right now. Fuck that, bro, because we had worked a lot for that footage. Right, bro. So I wasn't, when it comes to shit like that, I don't, when it comes to like my team and shit like that, it's not that I'm like trying to cause problems, but I'm not gonna let people just sit there and think they can tell us what the fuck to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I found out the property was part of the church. Fine, I apologize. It's fine. Whatever. Okay, I'll ask the fucking priest next time. But other than that, if you see us filming and you're just coming up and you're just trying to cause problems, dude, I'm not gonna take kindly to that shit. Like,
John, and I bet you I'm willing to. At this, if he would have come up and said, "Hey guys, how's it going? Nice day. What you doing? Okay, just let you know. I'm not gonna be a stickler, but you can't be." If he could have been cool about it,
right, exactly.
I mean, there's ways to handle things, and you are not gonna sit there and go, "Okay, sir," even though you're protecting your flock. And you're gonna.
John's a good.
Well, look, he's also coming down there for a good reason. We're trying to help a family. We're trying to do our best to maybe bring some more answers, and for a priest to not understand that, I mean, there's possibly other reasons why, but for a priest to look at someone and say, hey, I don't care, you need to leave, this is private property, and and he's being passionate because he cares. He got a little out of hand.
I'm sorry, yeah, man. It's again,
but it's because it's important.
It just felt like it's
that.
Yeah, man.
And so I would rather have his passion than, a priest around me that's kicking people out who want to help a family. Like
Amen.
Again, like you said, Adam.
Like Jaclyn said earlier. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. And like you said, bro, had he just came correct or like more respectable, like, hey, what are you guys doing, and not more on like a engaging side, I would have been more than happy to tell him what was going on. Off to the side so Irene doesn't know. Mind you, we don't tell Irene shit. Okay. So like I would have pulled him to the side, let him know what was going on, and hey, I would have even put a timestamp on him, brother. Give me like 30 minutes here, brother, and we'll be out.
Right, be a fucking man. Come up and say great day. You guys are having fun, but I gotta ask you to leave. It is private. But okay, cool, man. Give me 10 minutes, 20 minutes, we'll wrap up, and then we're out of here and never see us again. Thank you so much. Whatever, you can even stay here and watch this, but don't come up going because that's gonna set people off, right?
Right, hell yeah, man. You gotta understand, dude. It's 2023, bro. I don't, you're not wearing your robes or none of that shit. I don't fucking believe that you're a priest, bro. You can't blame me for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just cannot blame me for that mentality at all, man. Like, I just won't buy it. Motherfucker could have had a fucking knife and been a serial killer for all I know, and just stab me in the forehead, cut Jaclyn's throat, and then fucking Hunter's tossed it at Irene's forehead. You know what I mean? That's what he would have did.
Well, yeah.
Something I did not
think about. And then you're going to second yourself, well, why didn't I
think about now?
Right. Because you know why, Irene? Because he was riding on a Trek in New Balances with blue jeans, and you thought he was an innocent man, but this man was Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay? That's what he was, real quick in disguise.
You never know.
Right.
Well,
don't be fooled, people.
Monsters don't dress like monsters.
Right. And when I told him, I explained very thoroughly, without Irene hearing, what we were doing there. And the case, the minute I mentioned the case we were working on, he stopped and he goes, you can't be here. And I said, do you understand that we just drove hours to try and help a 30-year-old cold case be solved? How could you look us in the face and say you don't care for this family? And he's just like, you know this is private property. You know it. I'm like, how would I know that, sir? it was like he got flustered after that, and just we had to go. We had to go.
Because he knows you're right, and he doesn't know what to say. He wants you gone. You know why? Because you're not there making money. You're not there doing a tour or making a movie. You're there trying to help someone. There's nothing in it profit-wise financially for you. So what's the problem? Does he have something to hide? I don't know. I mean, Jaclyn, like you said earlier, the old school Italians, old school Catholics, they don't believe in any of this. They don't believe that ghosts come out. They believe you're dead and in the ground. If you believe in ghosts, you're a demon. But at the same time, this guy could have shown some respect. It doesn't sit good with me.
Yeah, he was a nice father. Oh, John's
You're worse than my real dad. So I do got to close up shop here. I got to go join Irene. I got about a 20-minute drive to the casino, and this show starts soon. So before we end out, I'm going to have you guys back on. I'll send you some dates, probably be in January of next year. Let's see. Where can people, I mean, if someone legit needs help, can they message any of you? Go to the page? How does this work to reach you guys for questions or help or anything like that?
They can go directly to my personal Facebook, so just Jaclyn Loren, or they can go to I have my business, our team business card on both the Facebook, on the group page. We have TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, but on the
Same
business
name, Forsaken
card.
Souls on all of it.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
I've got a social card.
An email. Yep. I could send you the business card as well. You could post that if you'd like.
Or Irene can give you one in person if she brought one.
Irene don't have none. I just realized that, bro.
Yeah, I don't have any yet.
Bro.
I thought I left this.
That's all right.
Irene, you're like the marketing agent. You're the one that's on the road the most. Jeez.
I got a shit ton of mine to hang out, pass out tonight to all the
Hey,
fucking people.
if it's any consolidation, Irene, remember when I put out business cards all over the hotel in Gettysburg? I gave no shit. In the lobby, in the elevator thing where you can't pull it out. You have to like unlock it to pull it out.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Before we go,
you can find his hotel room based on the trail of business cards.
Right, the business cards. Stapling them shits in the wall.
Ooh, a business card. Ooh, a business card. Ooh, a business card.
Right.
Real quick, earlier when my girl Heather said dinner after, though, she meant after the ghost fondled you. Did the ghost buy you dinner at least, John?
None of them do. None of them do. They don't even seduce. They don't even try to play nice. Nothing. They go in there, no lube, bro. They just start, no lube. Get right off the rip, man.
Wear pants from now on. No more shorts for you, John.
Oh, man.
My girl Heather says she's going to get going. Have a great night, everyone. Great conversation. Be safe.
Definitely, Heather. Thank you for engaging with us. Thank you.
This will be up on my YouTube channel tomorrow. I'll tag you guys in it. We got about we'll go to 6:20. We got 7 minutes. You guys get any questions for me? I usually ask my guests if they got a question for me for the hell of it. There's 3 of you, so you can ask 1 or 3. But you got anything you want to ask me?
I would like to come up and see this bomber plane. So when can we get that?
You lit up when I said that earlier, Jaclyn.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Because that's
we should link up on that, Adam. Like us, like we should all link up on that. Like
Maine is a treasure trove.
I am a history buff like you can't believe. That's my thing, and I like to find the ghosts there.
Yep.
Dude, it takes you about a half hour on an old logging trail where you're getting passed by 4-wheelers to get to this fucking crash site in the middle of nowhere, right by Appalachian Trail. The ending or beginning by Moosehead Lake. If you look it up, it's about 3 hours north of Portland, so it's a fucking ride. But you go out there. They made this road just to get to them because for 2 days, the 2 survivors. One of them got frostbite because it was in February when they crashed, and it took them 2 days to cut trees down to get to them on this mountain because there's no road up there. They had to build a road to get to these survivors. And if you go up there, look at my YouTube channel, Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter. Don't mean to brag, but if you go on there, I was there live by myself last summer, and there's fucking fuel lodges, there's seats, and they left it all. They go, please leave the site how it is. There's tires hanging out of trees. It's fucking.
Oh shit!
And no one goes up there for. I go, what? They're all busy going.
A lot of artifacts.
Fuck. See ya. I like going to place. Right. I know a place in Maine. New Hampshire. I know where H.H. Holmes, America's first serial killer, was born, and where he probably killed his first victim at 15.
Yeah.
In Gilmington. I go there, and there's no line, there's no fee. I walk around, I take pictures, I fucking hang out, have an apple. And
Brother.
you guys come to Maine, and I'll love to show you around. Where mermaids
Dude,
are
hey,
seen.
let me tell you right now, B&Es don't mean shit to us. Well, I don't know about Irene speaking, but I know for us too, we don't give a fuck. We get in there. We get in there. You know what I mean?
I care a little bit.
So
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Irene cares. Irene is not about it. It's okay. It's
okay,
okay,
Irene's the
Irene. I get it.
lookout. You stay back with a walkie-talkie, going, cops are coming, and
There you
we
go.
act like we're taking
Right,
pictures.
there you go. Cause bro, I'm about doing shit like that, dude. Cause then it makes it more intense.
Stay
And
on
then
the walls.
right, dude. Like I said, bro. You said plane parts in the yo. I bet you we
Oh,
get some
dude,
good activity out there without Portal, man.
seriously, go to my YouTube channel, please. You subscribe if you want, but I'll share it later. But if you look around, there's like little. It's crazy. It's been there since 1967. There's a big
John, road trip.
stone monument, tombstone, and the tires are flat, and you could easily steal something. But I don't want that karma on me. So you look,
Right?
and
No,
there's
hell
just
no.
oh, one there. Oh, there's
Yeah.
big carves in the mountain in the dirt from where it hit and slid. And these 7 men from Massachusetts during a training exercise died. They all died there. One got frostbite. He died recently, but one's still alive. I looked at him on my show. But it's free, and you walk around, and it's open. And a lot of these graveyards in Maine are free. There's so much shit. I got a kid to talk about. Out real quick in Bangor. Someone's asking about Stephen King. I went to the same high school as Stephen King. That's my boy. I live right by Derry, right by Bangor.
Mm.
I've been to the sites in Bangor real quick, and you guys are like this. Al Brady. You ever heard of Al Brady? Alfred Brady?
No.
After Bonnie and Clyde got killed, he turned out to be America's most wanted after that. He's from Indianapolis, Indiana. In 1937, he drove up with his gang to Bangor, Maine to get hunting guns. He bought Tommy guns. They said, we don't have those right now. We'll get you in a couple of days. The guy goes, what the fuck? He got a hold of J. Edgar Hoover in Boston. They came up, realized who it was, and they shot the motherfucker from rooftops in Bangor. And they killed him in the middle of the street, and he's buried in Bangor, the same cemetery where Stephen King played the Reverend in Pet Cemetery.
No shit. Are you for real?
And the marker where he got shot says Al Brady in 1937 America was killed right here. And people just walk by smoking butts. I go, I want to stay here. I want to go to the cemetery where he's buried. And he's buried in the Jewish section. And no one goes. No one, because it's not popular.
But see, that's the type of shit that me and Jackie like to hit, man. Like that's what we're about, is those low key spots. And I was just thinking, while you were talking about that and saying that, I was thinking, you know what would be interesting take is running the portal on a cruise ship in the middle of the Atlantic. What do you think you'll get there?
If you go by Maine, right by Atlantic, towards that place where they dig. Where do they dig? It's the movie where they dig in New Brunswick.
Well, they dig in New Brunswick.
Oak Island, Curse of Oak Island.
Oh yeah, Oak Island, Curse of Oak Island. Yeah.
Oak Island, right by Maine, right by New Brunswick, where they see USOs, unidentified submerging objects like UFOs from the water. Dude, they see pirate ships, ghost ships there. They hear black slaves crying.
Bro, that's what I'm talking about. But imagine you're on a boat in the ocean, running your portal or your spirit box. That's what I want. Like, I get ocean shore, that's cool and shit, but I want to be out there. Yes, bro. Yo, I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean? We're me and Jackie and Irene, we're intuitive here. We look for new ways out here, man. Look for new ways.
I like
You're
guys. I'm your unofficial
fourth coming to Maine, Adam.
Yeah.
We are coming to Maine.
Yeah, I'll drive out there to you, man.
You know how many of my guests say that, and none of them do. But all right,
bro, we drive everywhere, bro. I got you.
It's gonna be snow in a week or two, but next spring, seriously, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's all right, bro. I'll bring my snowboard and my boots and everything. We'll be all right. I'll take some snow. I love
fuck
snow.
it. You don't care. I don't care. I'm a Maine boy.
Snow.
So with 2 minutes left to go, I could talk for another 2 hours, but I really got to shower and get ready. With 2 minutes left to go, what do you want people to take away from Forsaken Souls? What do you want? Fuck that. Where do you guys see yourselves being in next year? Do you see yourself making a book, a documentary, exploring across America? What do you see Forsaken Souls?
I want to take our group to where we can reach more families nationwide. That is the biggest goal here, is to get our name out there. Families of the missing persons and cold case crimes that have no one to help them. The families that have been given up on, the cases that are just ticking away with no one looking at it. We want people to spread the word and say, there's someone out there, there's a team out there that cares and is willing to go to the end of the earth to solve these cases. And believe me, it's not easy. We go through shit, but we are beyond passionate, and we will not stop until we're able to solve those cases. So I want us to be able to hit coast to coast, north to south, and help as many families as we can in between.
I got the bobbleheads next to me just going off. Irene and John. I think you guys agree. No, that's good though. That's good. You guys agree with her. Everything she's saying. That's what a team needs to do. I mean, you guys, Irene, you no objections with what she said, John?
No, not at all, man. I mean, that's the plan. My big hype is I really want to go west. I really want to start dealing.
Irene said that. She hasn't gone west much. She said that at the
Yeah,
very beginning.
I want to start investigating elementals, man. Like, I want to start communicating with elementals here. Like, I want to take this to the next level. Huh?
This is how a good functioning team runs. Same page, communication.
Right.
I think teams get together, break up. How do we get? Just act decent. You guys are friends, and you just act fucking normal. With a minute left to go, dude, we could talk forever. But Irene, John, Jaclyn, you are the Forsaken Souls. Shit, I gotta go meet Irene in person now. So I might have to
yeah, for sure. Lucky.
You guys. Let's keep in contact. I'll have you guys back on, and maybe we'll do a one. I can talk to all you singly, I think, which is good. Sometimes you get groups and you're glad you had it, but I think with you guys, I could do an hour with each of you individually and make it work. If you're willing. So let me do my partying for this weekend, but I'll get back to you and let you know on some dates. And I think we're good. You guys are good.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for having us.
Hey, everybody watching. Thank you guys for watching. Check us out.
Take care, bro. Thank you.
Jaclyn, I want some cards, by the way. See you, historian.
Sending them to you right now.
Awesome. Historically Haunted VODCAST. Thanks, you guys. We'll see you everybody next week. We love you, Maine.